My name is Brahma Kamoko, aka Buko Banku. Keep watching Emmanuel TV. It's the best solution of the country. Okay. I, Banku, fresh. This is Emmanuel TV. Keep watching me, YouTube and everywhere. Say Banku about.
Aka exactly 14 days now 2023 AFCON tournament next year. Ivory Coast, Ghana, your camping venue, Asante South Africa. Abipimo Yankasi Stadium, Kumasi, and Koma Eboba Ifechi Edosopa. Henry Asante Chum Atunebwase Atrex no mem Medimukomo Inchimo April Ewa Fidikasi so Abdul Venue-Issahaku or Jinidin Ewa England Sansna Jordan Pierre Ayew on also Jinidin Ewa Crystal Palace Emunkomo Chichimunin Sebikao and Amedebro into your for Ewa platform Wisua the Obeyaneso best subscribe to channel no post notification bell Yatomano Miasuna Fato or like video we na share to other social media platforms so likes no here pa. But more than also drop you decent comments. I will comment box no more. Ebro yet to the DBF mo. Shannon Swami say any just woman say at the end of this month. Oh yeah, top commenter. Ube we Black Stars Jesus Nemo Bako. Me I no kase meeting yani Solomon Kwetwa Asante. Your other nomenclature with engineers philosophy sports. Ladies and gentlemen. My main for Herald Trading Enterprise MFMAO. Me see a banny media a bonus. Say upon me, say about Viseni 5 anu hunyi e na ope ananyiketo e yetare mahani bi na ope dia ningina e Herald Trading Enterprise pimples dandruff stretch marks e kra hodo ne de Herald Trading Enterprise ebebo anu etimi akon amanetimi asan akọ me so person skin color etoso Christmas ni edi tinama no TV sports yenso ani abre ni ne ma agi ani kakra ne atia ningina so betimi akọ ba bia nipa ekobia ningina ye so benya skin color kama tuntum kokọ na bibia etimi asan akoye omo email account and that screen as no sans no numbers and so screen as free na oni omo ending komo Herald Trading Enterprise ana yes semen shia we investor so abetimi ababe invest ama dwumadi na mo dibia so etimi asan ko so hairdresser sans na ye baba obetimi abefa bia ko salon na barber shop amenoma etimi asan ko si a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the very first step bro be shasie Paper. Mintintom the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana camp. Now what trimu and a commodity can be told just say your campaign ahead of the AFCON. Was South Africa and FA in Pennyforce signed by Kumasi, Yankasi Edim. Dodo Su say I am Pia Ghana full try GF for be and a MOMO technical team they call Ben Kromu, assign Edibeshe Kumasi. Now Henry Asante Chum, Abecheche, no memosio. One more consider countries be brave. Baby to say Togo, na Ekahon, Equatorial Guinea. Benin, Ghana, Yankasi Stadium, and South Africa. Na enoma no mujina suntia. Womu di kande koshe South Africa ne say na womu epe intrusion free environment. Sanso na mo pe minimal distractions e wo hono mom. E no mujuma de bia womu edi no. Womu ehwe nim say na nke betimi asan koso with serene environment. Henry Asante Chum enoma o chechim e fa countries a na womu consider womu di choose South Africa ansaka no de ba Ghana no. Yenko na yenko si brasisia.
I will be a big liar to say that Ghana was never conceded in choosing a place for the team to camp during the discussions. So there were a number of countries that we conceded, and Ghana was one. Ghana was one, Togo was another, Cameroon, Benin, Equatorial Guinea before South Africa.
Please go through the list again.
Ghana was one, Togo was another, Benin, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon and South Africa. Now the first two players
Muftao, relax, please. Yes, we will get time. Yes.
Unfortunately, I can't hear him. So.
Oh, okay. But, okay, he was asking if Abu Dhabi was part.
No.
UAE was not part.
No.
Okay.
No. So yes, in choosing a place for camping, in situations like this, two things we considered. First of all, having a serene atmosphere for the team, an atmosphere devoid of intrusion, an atmosphere with minimal or no distraction whatsoever. Distraction, it could be the public distraction, it could be media distraction, it could be any other distraction. Now also, let's not forget that in times like this, your opponent are picky poking. They want to know what's going on in your camp. They sometimes send unknown people to come and monitor and look around and see what you are doing. So a serene and a distraction free atmosphere was the first major point in deciding where the team camps. Now another one, At the time we were taking the decision not to camp in Ghana, we did not have the opportunity to play any high-profile friendly game, either in Accra, Begro, Bekwai, Esuboi, Suhum, or Takrady.
If you didn't mention Suboi, like I go for those uninitiated, Henry comes from a Suboi, so he includes the Suboi in everything.
You know, so in deciding or in settling on a friendly game, whether you are playing a lower intensity, mid intensity, or higher intensity friendly game, you then decide what goes into organizing a friendly match. The first thing is money.
Yeah.
If we were going to fly a country to come to Ghana to come and play us, it means we must pay. It means you need to fly the country in and out, and it's a substantial amount of money. It means that you need to take care of their accommodation, you need to take care of their internal transport, and so forth and so on. And that's a huge sums of money you are talking about here. So, having experienced a few unfortunate scenes in Kumasi, because that's where we've played all our matches since we moved from Cape Coast. Now, Chris always decides to train behind closed doors, and it has always been impossible to train behind closed doors in Ghana. You remember, just Sunday ago, the Kotoko RTU game was moved from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. because there were 3 different funerals taking place at.
Now, Henry Asante Chum, Alma, and same way na answer her, joining so Brana Gary Smith, extra connection, Daniel Cranton, Ticho. Muktao na bila mokeka ho na fentu tahiru musu gina line so se wo mo edin kobom na normally kupi mu echeche mu se climatic conditions na Ghana for ka ho asemo de o se ne de anya hwe 2015 se Avan Grant obefa Ghana e de kupi mu e obebia na ano ye hye mayen so wo no be cheche mu with scientific reasons so who ko bobo obebia ho hye a ko train obebia ho num e na bebo ama tournament no etinya san ko nanim na Avan Grant e yes am o de Ghana e kodi second. Swana
friendly, we were good to go. We were home and dry, and we settled on South Africa. So perspective, Gary. These are the perspectives that went into making that decision to come with the team in South Africa. I know a number of issues have come up. People have spoken about the weather condition. South Africa is cold, Ghana is warm, blah 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 blah. But maybe when we get there, I will also give you the scientific reasons behind that cold and warm issue, with specific reference to cold and warm. Maybe let me touch on it before we proceed. We learned something from Avram Grant in 2015. When Avram took over the team in 2014 after our abysmal performance in Brazil, the first thing he did was to look for a camping place for the Black Stars at the time.
Yeah.
Because he came in when we had already qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
He said it is always wrong to burn out before a tournament. Burning out here, the scientific analysis he propelled at the time was that you camp in the warm and you play in the warm. There is a lot of science in it. You rather must camp in the cold and play in the warm, or camp in the warm and play in the cold. It helps your competition level. And this is why teams in England specifically, because most leagues go on break in December until January, that is why teams in England leave the cold and go to Abu Dhabi to warm themselves and come back into the cold.
Or to the south of Spain.
Or to the south of Spain, where it is very, very warm during this time of the year.
Or Portugal.
Yeah. or maybe the Scandinavia, but there the weather is so terrible to the extent that you can't even walk outside in December, January. So they normally break their leagues in November. So we looked at that as well. Not to burn out before the competition. To camp in a 38 degrees Celsius weather and play in a 40 degrees Celsius weather. By the time you play your second game, your team is burnt out. And having followed that science he gave us, Ghana finished second at the Cup of Nations in Equatorial Guinea in 2015. But for the penalty miss of Was it
Frankie
Champon or a free aqua? Yes, Franca Champon and a free aqua missed their kicks. But our performance in Equatorial Guinea has been one of the best in recent times. And when we did the post-tournament analysis, the decision to camp in a cold weather and to play in a warm weather was number one, on the list. So yes, we.
Nano na Gary Asmith SMBC no e ma ne cheche no man bebre say adwene de almost sign the Ghana ha isan se no mo person mo cut down course nti nkomo kopi mo South Africa no Botswana ne de enhye dan yesika bebre wo mo nya ti ane se Namibia fo nso a kire de abia JF fo se wo mpese wo mo be training wo Ghana ha no be campaign wo Ghana na se wo se ye yate de ne yankase ye di mu e no matwa fufuo ma beton kwampa mu we abenkwan ti kwa bia se etimi sen adwen me de be pie mo Ghana enti Ghana versus Namibia Henry Asante Chuma confirm me can be can channel kese we so bibi enye update ni feed na say exclusive departments in kwanya ne na matching update papa with sources reliable ones at the bro for the kese so yan konin kweti Henry Asante Chuma brana chichu so ebusa na questions kakra e wo hono
answer the country
no because I didn't make the decision. I am not in the position to say whether they fancy the country or not, but it was just a straight no. So Danike, so yes, the money issue, the financial consideration is very important. Camping in Ghana at a low cost and then not get a friendly, because at the time if we had decided to camp in Ghana, Namibia had not confirmed they were coming here at that time when we made the decision, but we had confirmed a friendly in South Africa, and even though South Africa would have cost us a substantial amount of money, we would have gotten our friendly anyway in South Africa. If we were camping in Ghana, if we had taken the decision 3 weeks ago to camp in Ghana, then we were going to now fund the transport and other expenses of the team we want to play. And obviously you wouldn't get a top team because they are all going outside Africa. Egypt will not play you because you will face them in the Cup of Nations. So these are some of the dicey areas, very very critical areas that you look at and you veer into in making decisions like what we made last week and what has been made this week or yesterday. At least what I know is that yes, the serenity and the intrusion free and what have you, even though is a key factor, another thing that also helps the argument today is the fact that Namibia were coming in, we're not too sure of the country they were going to play or the team they were going to play. I'm sure they were thinking of playing a club side or something, but eventually when we decided that we are going to be home based, they said, oh, then that's something good. So it helps us and it helps them as well, and we've both agreed to face each other before we all fly out to Cote d'Ivoire for the tournament.
Me free Black Stars since no players na sugusu a air from Europe and na share so see Egypt for ede wo squadless a wo kopi mo AFCON tournament mo dia ba tudwa Mozambique dia wo dia ba ti Egypt eba na Cape Verde for so to so na ehwe Ghana nim Shebe on the 3rd of January dia na Kisutin o ma Black Star squad the two shows kene so a Egypt for dia na wo hono mo Guardians no goalkeepers sanso and defenseurs for no Missouri du terrain midfielders ena akwatan for no so ana atakwan for no so womo strikers ana attackers honti Mo Salah odonso ejidemu bigidi a otwa to okra squadless ne so na say de Mohamed Anini so kan midfielders ne ho ena Mohamed Abu Gaba Ahmed El Shenawi also goalkeeper papa ena El Shenawi Mohamed and so can be and Mohamed Sobi one more any goalkeepers no into my final squad list I would be share Ghana it could be if I can say countries menu FIFA ranking no more common in countries menu so more team it could be Ghana and Egypt into Egypt from Pope and I'm the amount after Venue-Issahaku yes and masterclass performance Cardiff City Stadium papa no oma 2 assists into so far washe 2 goals ama 7 assists chese wa contribute in 9 goals na mamenka bibi nchira o eno adwumadi a wodi ye ebo ama Leicester City share Cardiff City for by 2 goals no maka so mu fie no o win player of the match award was also ameki Skybet EFL team of the week na EFL team of the week rather na say obo no homodem pa na yedi kan enhwe player of the match and a player of the match award na wutimi enya yenom 1 enipa 1218 ene koto aba 1218 na ekoto aba no na cheso no etimi nyamu 42%. Obi to say Dewsbury Oma no so assist etimi man share first goal no on the 18th minute no ono so enyamu 28% and Justin ono James Justin ono so enya 26% e woni twumadi a okodi yenimom eno enam so ama other players na so nya 4%. Enti se nipa 1218 ekoto aba na Abdul Fattah Issahaku enyamu 42% there na chese onyabe 511 votes plus e woni twumadi odi no nti obono modern pa na se ono so konkoden yen hwe nim so benya permanent deal at the end of the season. And I think say looking at Leicester City womo performances ahodo e wo EFL matches a womo able ni mo no e kire se kwan bia so obetumi ameki amanomatumi asanko so na Sky Bet team of the week say enetie eneda wo screen so no Begovic ono etimi emeki ya your goalkeeper oko right wing so Abdul Fattah Issahaku and afi other players na so ekeka ho environment me amfa update we am bro chese me ko baby na ma pray pa ntia ya na modi acheme e wo no mo Christmas ntia se etimi hwe e bo atoto no me yi se next year so e betimi de content a emu api etimi de abro obo 90 minutes unya 54 touches 27 out of 33 and accurate passes representing 82%. The key passes na a 4 crosses and also o complete baako na a 1 out of 1 long balls what and say 4 3 successful big chances created na a 2 when your rating of 9.1 into so far score rating of the buy no the highest rated player out of field of play so something of Leicester City supporters echo asatano one say evotiman say a player of the match and a man of the match award no womo edebema no ntonyaye ana no metimi sanko so na ene ya Crystal Palace it was a house park womo abbo Brentford for come some mutimu baako Jordan Pierre Ayew wama assist bi Jordan this season was 2 goals ama 6 assists while contributing in 8 goals Eddie ama Crystal Palace wo baby pimesi akanja ama Ghana wa AFCON Crystal Palace for Ebefeda na sisiano kupimu e wo team no this season na ono no contribute in most goals e dia mom na yanko ne hwe ne performance ne against Brentford Shanes Rami say onya rating of 7.6 no no the second highest rated player e the field of play so about 89 minutes assist o ma baako so na medikan dia brown shots on target or maybe off target na baako shot blocked and so na a 0 or attempted dribbles 5 times 3 successful when you have 55 touches 19 out of 21 and then accurate passes representing 90% oh honomunti womu nyeguswa ebo Mohammadin aha and I'm djumedi kese ni nyina ebesi ma menko comment box no na me ma special shout out Emmanuel entry comments ewa ha Edward Papason Olembo have David Quay 2 Bertha onoso ne diaba 2 Bertha obesi Samuel David Quay, Imbroji Moses, El Capitano, Obesi Samuel, El Capitano, Elijah and Asante, Moro Mumuni, Kofi Michael, El Capitano, Samson Kudiaho, but the mercy ha. Makramo. Kwame Sedu edit videos no Dominic Edizani Tambels ahodo no. Bye bye.